Joining us now to look ahead at the Democratic National Convention, and now we have a full ticket. 13 Action News political analyst John RALSTON, and they kept a pretty good lid on this, but he was the odds-on favorite, I'd say.
He was. There was a lot of speculation for months that it was going to be Tim Kaine. There was some late talk. There was a boomlet for Elizabeth Warren, how exciting it would be to have the fiery progressive, two women on the ticket. Hillary Clinton did meet with Elizabeth Warren. They had had a frosty relationship at one time because Elizabeth Warren didn't endorse her. And Tom Vilsack, the former agriculture secretary, also and governor of Iowa, was mentioned as well. But Tim Kaine is the conventional, safe pick. And that sends a message in and of itself, Steve, which is that Hillary Clinton thinks, after everything that's happened in this race and everything that happened at the Republican convention, that she doesn't really need to shake up the race.
He would be the Mike Pence on the Democratic side.
Right. I tweeted somewhat sarcastically that they now have a cure for my problem sleeping. I'm gonna, if they tape that vice presidential debate in a few months. But yeah, he is, in that sense, he is. But Kaine is a very experienced partisan warrior as well. You saw Leslie mentioned that he's a governor and a senator. He also was chairman of the Democratic National Committee for a while. I interviewed him back in those days, and he's been out campaigning. He was in Nevada back in February. I believe he campaigned right here in Las Vegas. He actually went to Mesquite. That's dedication,
yeah,
right?
He
went to Mesquite to campaign for Clinton. So she knows what she's doing. But the biggest message I think she sends with this to the Democratic Party is, I got this.
I heard something about him today also that I found a little bit interesting, that personally he's against abortion, but he's, as far as his government life, his political life, pro-choice.
And you know, there's somebody else we know who's like that. That's a guy named Harry Reid, who for a long time has said he is pro-life, but he has done a lot of things legislatively to try to appease the pro-choice forces. Federal funding for abortion, many other kinds of things. Kaine has been very similar in that way. But listen, let's be honest about this. You know, we're interested in this. Maybe someone like me who's a crazy guy who loves politics 24/7 is, but vice presidential nominees almost never make any difference. And this year, I think more than ever, when you have two candidates who are so polarizing, who have such high negatives, this election is going to be about Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton.
Yeah.
And these two guys are not going to be that important.
We need a little vanilla, though, just to kind of bring everybody back to earth and catch
Probably
your breath.
right. You're probably right about that, my
Thanks.
friend. You
Thanks,
are.
John. Tricia.
All right, thank you, gentlemen. Well, the stage in Philadelphia is officially set for next week's Democratic National Convention. Organizers say it will feature a lot of star power, including President Obama, former President Bill Clinton, Lady Gaga, Lenny Kravitz, and Katy Perry. But one person says he's not convinced it will be worth watching.
Nobody's going to watch this next convention coming. Who's going to? I'm going to have a hard time watching her final speech. Number one, I know her too well. Number two, boring.
Well, as we mentioned, Clinton just named Virginia Senator Tim Kaine as her running mate. They will make their first joint appearance tomorrow in Miami.